My name is Martin. I've been studying charisma and communication for 3 years straight. In today's video, I'm gonna show you why you cannot hold a conversation for 5 or 10 minutes straight. And just for you to know that I'm a trustable source, I have 30 friends at my local gym. I have a 12-year-old friendship with my best friend, and I have a 1-year-old relationship with my girlfriend with zero arguments. I was watching a video of a man talking about his experience and how one day he was on the street and he saw this huge group of girls, very attractive ones also. But two men suddenly decided to approach these girls. They were really attractive, they were really confident, and their first liner was extremely perfect. But when it comes to conversation, these men were appalling. They were not appalling, they were terrible at it. They were horrible. All the girls started looking away and they start checking their phone, and all of them started looking for the escape away from these men. These men were asking questions like, how many siblings do you have? Where do you live? What is your mother's name? Boring questions that no human on earth would love to answer, because everyone in the entire world knows that these conversations will get you nowhere in life. These types of questions will end in the click of your fingers. How many siblings do you have? I have 3. What is your mother's name? Her name is Catherine. Where do you live? On the Oxford Street. And that's the entire interview. You're not getting to know the person. You are just saying the average interview questions. And that's why when you are speaking to people, they might look away. They might pull up their phone and start typing something because you are too bad of a conversationalist. But instead of me just saying through the entire video why people suck at conversation, let's actually fix this problem together. Instead of you asking questions, you can do 2 of the most important things. First one is make fun of the other person, and the second one is to just ask them something really deep. None of these surface level based questions. Any communication, any guru online who will tell you how to master small talk is bullshitting you, because you should skip small talk altogether. The best thing that you can do in the small talk is to ask one icebreaker, and then immediately get out of the small talk. Immediately. That one question should be the icebreaker. That question could be like, how are you doing? Great. Awesome icebreaker. But after they will respond, now it's time to enter the active listening mode. Now it's time to genuinely listen to what they have just said. For example, if someone is going to say that, yo Michael, what were you doing today? He will say, oh, today I have been with my family. And now you will just repeat what they have just said, but in a questioning way. Michael, where have you been today? Oh, I went with my family on this huge and awesome trip into this green forest. Oh, what were you doing there? Immediately, and the conversation is now sparking up, because what a lot of people are doing is that they will go, Michael, what are you doing today? I have been in this beautiful green forest with my family. Awesome. And how many siblings do you have? Just follow up what this person said. He clearly cares about his trip to that forest, so follow up on that. He gave you a good sign that he cares about that trip, because if he would not tell you about that trip, he clearly doesn't care about it. So this sentence that Michael just said, that he has been in a green forest with his family, is a direct indicator for you to just go and say, listen, what have you been doing in that forest? Were you camping? Were you on a picnic with your family? Have you seen some very cool animals? All of these questions put the conversation further, and now Michael can talk about his interests in front of you. That's how you should look at small talk. Break the ice with a simple one-liner and then get into something deeper, about something that the person cares about. Any guru online that will tell you how you can master small talk is just to skip the small talk altogether. You don't need it. And then, how can we exactly continue the conversation further? What these men, like I have told you about at the beginning of this video, these men have made a huge problem because they were interviewing and they were not taking any initiation. If these men were to come up to these women and were to ask them, yo, do you see that restaurant over there? I'm gonna take you there right now. Imagine how much leadership, how much authority, how much respect would that generate, because they have skipped the small talk altogether and they are initiating. And what really complements initiating is just teasing the other person. For example, if you want to connect with the other person on a much greater level, if you are talking to a woman, if you are a man, you can just take her hand and it will say, "Look at your small hands, bruh." And that's gonna immediately create a lot of funny atmosphere because suddenly you broke the ice with that one liner like, "How are you doing?" They will say, "Great." And immediately you are taking her hand and, "Look at your small ass hand. I have this big ass hand and you have this small little squirrel hand." And they'll be giggling immediately, and then they will be like, "No, no, no, I don't have a small hand." And they will start arguing with you, and you have already created an emotion. But if someone is just saying that, "How many siblings do you have?" There is no emotion. "I have two of them." You are not creating any emotion, and emotion is the most powerful tool when it comes to conversations. Because if you cannot make someone feel anything, you are nobody. Nobody will remember you. You should better make someone hate you, or make someone sad, or make someone happy than to just bore them like a stupid AI generated robot. Rather say your beliefs, rather crack a joke, rather make them sad than to just be nobody. It's better to express your feelings and, for example, just make someone mad at you than to just play the stupid safe game and be boring. But the second thing, after the initiation and after the teasing, will be to ask deep questions. My friend once came into this very religious meeting and he was there for the first time, but one man he never seen before, he just came up to him, he never even asked the icebreaker, he immediately went for the kill. And he asked him, "What is your biggest fear?" You see how many conversations would that singular sentence spark. You are putting the fuel onto the fire when you are asking such deep questions. Generic questions: where do you live? How many siblings do you have? Interview type questions are absolutely horrible. Nobody should be asking these questions because they are not important. Nobody should care about these questions. If I'm on a first date with a girl, I never ask such boring questions. If I truly give a shit, then I ask them. Maybe on a second, maybe third date when we already created some chemistry and some emotion together, but never on the first date. On the first date, or if you are having a first impression with someone, you need to take the initiative. You need to get the other person to feel something. And you can make it in these two ways, like I have just mentioned: the initiation, the teasing way, that is gonna create a lot of funny and very engaging atmosphere, and honestly a lot of humor also. But the second one is a much more empathetic, is a much more understanding path. You can take both of these, but never the one with the "How many siblings do you have?" Because then everyone will know that you are needy. And how do you play the empathetic path? Is the way of asking deep questions, and it is to listen to the other person who is talking to you. It is to ask follow-up questions. For example, let's come back to the original example. "Michael, what have you been doing today?" "Oh, I have been on this huge hike with my family." "Oh, we're camping there." "Yeah, yeah, we were camping and we saw this huge boar." "You saw this huge boar. Have you seen any more animals?" "Yeah, we have also seen thousands and thousands of snakes." "Thousands of snakes? Where on the hike were you?" See, the entire conversation is just blum, blum, linked. It's like a spider web. Everything is connected together, and this is how great conversationalists approach conversations. They don't see it as this question has been answered. Great. Now let's go to this question. Now let's go to this question. This is how stupid people are looking at conversations. The best conversationalists are going like, "How can I thread this with this, and then I can thread this message with this question?" They are thinking like this on the spot, and that's why they are the best at what they do. And because you got this far into the video, I have a very special surprise for you. My name is Martin, and I am the creator of the social yin yang. The light side is you being able to give compliments to other people. You will be empathetic and you will be extremely charismatic. But on the other hand, the dark side is you being respected by other people. You'll be assertive if needed, and you will never have to wear this stupid mask to please other people ever again. Just imagine you just going into your workspace or into your local gym and handshaking everyone who is in that space, and you will be extremely popular, but on the other hand you will remain yourself. And I have created a special program where I will teach you social yin yang myself. You will get access to 30 plus hours of courses and lectures made by me about charisma and social skills. You get access to a 24/7 coaching by me where you can genuinely just have me inside your pocket 24/7, and if you want to ask me for some advice, I will be there in your pocket. And further of all, you will get access to a full community of people who are just like you, who want to improve their communication and their charisma. And just to make it even better for you, if you see no, zero to nada results in the social leaning program, I will personally refund all of your money back to you. Because if you don't succeed, I don't want your money. So if you are interested in becoming the most charismatic version of yourself, click the first link in the description. I will see you there. And if you knew that a singular video can improve your communication skills by 700%, would you click on it? If yes, then this video is right here for you. Live a happy life.